First, I'm going to say that the universal quest to attain SDGs is not a one-size-fits-all scenario. So that is, for example, a line I would leave with this audience. And the reason is that for the investment of SDGs to work, you will deal with nations who have had an absence of institutions. And in that, individuals or entities have been filling the space of institutions. And they become relevant and important, maybe for more risk of that particular nation. Now in our country, we've started rebuilding these institutions. Investing in rebuilding these institutions itself must be seen as part of attaining the SDGs. That is the magic number one. So, in other words, one has to understand that in the context of my country, we came to the realization that changing the narrative of the nation itself have proven to be far more difficult than rebuilding the nation. And it's going to take time for that narrative, and as they put it perfectly, mindset to change. The second now I would want our colleagues of here to also take with is that there's a demographic changes that are rapidly shaping in our region. The sub-Saharan Africa are the nations of which most of the people live under $2 a day, yet there 70% of the population are under the age of 30. If the investment is not tailored toward that, invested in, as you put it, giving them an opportunity, that is going to be the biggest risk we will face. Provided that we invest correctly, however, that is the biggest opportunity we have to do something with SDGs and make these nations who contribute. In other words, tailor-made investment is required. The fourth element here is that the contribution of the banks and the development entities need to be seen as an investment. These investments must be inclusive investment that generate inclusive economic growth, but that communities feel immediately and individuals feel, while at the same time lending legitimacy to the nation's institutions. And the final point is that in every nation with the tremendous challenges, you will find a segment of that society who has a great capability and potential, who've survived all the challenges despite all odds. In our case, you have a thriving business community who has been built on trust, while every other institution broke down for more than 20 years. Understanding that context from the banks and development partners' views, even if it is investment and making money strategy, it is also something we can tap into. The final point I want to attempt here is that we've been working very closely with the international financial institutions to reform our economy, to re-engage with them so that we have finally access to the national development and national financial institutions. And we're set now to be reaching that target in the next few months, within the next 3-4 months. And once that has happened, I'm going to show a new picture of our country. Somalia shouldn't be seen for what it has been or what it is, but should be seen what it can be and the untold opportunities it has. The nation that links Indian Ocean and the Red Sea together. The nation that links Africa to the Middle East. The nation who links the Horn of African countries because of our origin, and every neighbor of ours have millions of Somalis also living there. a nation with potential resources on oil and gas, natural minerals, agriculture, service economy, of it is a strategic location, and a population of which 70% of them are under the age of 30. Therefore, in the next 20 years, we should be seeing our country as a nation development partner, see attractive nation, invest, and our people in the future welcome others to seek job and welcome refugees as others did to me in the late 80s. That's where